Hello everyone, it's Pewter Goon. It's day 45 of, of programming every day until I get a full-time job. Um, yeah, I was gone for a couple days, more than a couple, and like on one hand, I was being lazy and bumming out, but I also felt like super lost and confused, and I also felt like I wasn't putting enough effort into these videos, well, as much effort as I would have wanted to when I first started, right? Like I want this to be like a consistent type of thing. And over time, due to external events and the added responsibilities of like school and stuff, I just like kept like unprioritizing this when I shouldn't have been, and that kind of climaxed in the last couple of days where I just like did not give a fuck at all. But I'm back now. I will do these every day. And if I don't do one every day, I will make a uploaded video for that day. So there's still like an upload every day. Yeah. So I'm taking my capstone course right now, software development, and there's readings, right? And I didn't really think much about the readings, but I actually like really liked them because it talked about things that I usually like don't prioritize and that I didn't really prioritize in, well, I did it a little bit, but I kind of, so what I didn't prioritize was like the problem I'm trying to solve and the requirements that I needed. And well, I did do that event like at some point, but I just started losing focus of that and losing focus of like, you're supposed to plan before you code, right? And I was doing that sometimes, and other times I was just jumping right into things, and like things just started getting super messy in the code. And I think I kind of want to just do like a fresh start on this project. For so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So the first thing I want to talk about is what problem am I trying to solve? And I want to say this like explicitly verbally and write it down into a few sentences so I have that in the future. So, the problem that I typically face when I'm on my laptop and I'm trying to do work or some other things, right? I often like get thoughts because I'm like a pretty, like my brain jumps around a lot, right, while I'm doing stuff because I get bored, or usually it's just I get bored, right? And my brain jumps around to different thoughts and things like, oh, you got to do this. Oh, in the code there's this, like a bunch of different thoughts while I'm supposed to be doing one thing, but my brain is jumping around everywhere, right? So I often get various thoughts that can be about the work I am trying to do or not, right? So that's the problem. I get all these thoughts while I'm working, but I don't want to just forget about these thoughts, right? What? I don't want to forget about these thoughts as they are often things I want to explore in the future, and I want to write them down somewhere. But I also want to, like, I don't want to get out a notepad and write it down, because then that will kind of take me out of the flow of what I'm doing before I had that thought, right? So I want like a digital notepad. I guess no, that's not the problem. That's more of the solution, right? I want a quick, convenient way. Let me finish. I want a quick, convenient way of putting these random thoughts on my computer. Convene. This is E. Yeah. That is essentially it, right? And when I am on my laptop, when I am on my laptop often various thoughts that can be about the work I'm trying to do or not. Bro, do I suck at fucking English? When I am on my laptop often, various thoughts that can be about the work I am trying to do. Various thoughts float around in my head. I don't want to forget about these thoughts, as they are often things I want to explore in the future. Bro. And I want to write them down somewhere. I want a quick and convenient way of putting these random thoughts on my computer and being able to access them later. Okay, that makes sense. Is that it? So that's a part of it, right? I want to be able to organize these thoughts. How do I want to be able to organize these thoughts? So sometimes I'm working on a task and I think of something within that task, right? And I want to jot that down in a location, like within that task, if that makes sense. So think of the task as like a folder, right? I want to put that thought in that folder. Like I want to have folders of thoughts, right? And within those thoughts, I could have sub thoughts that I want to explore, but I kind of want, does that make sense? Let me just try to write it down. Sorry, this is actually like bothering me so much. I want to be able to organize these thoughts based upon the subject. Dude, fuck Obsidian, bro. Okay. Requirements. So I am on a Mac, but I would want this application to be cross-platform. And I want there to be, what is it called? A bunch of different things just went into my head at once. So I want full Vim navigation within the app. Vim navigation within the app, Vim motions in the editor portion of the app. I want this to be downloadable from the website. What else? What else? I want honestly, this is all I can think of right now. Maybe I'll add this things to the requirements later as I come up with them. Questions to ask. What tech stack should I use? How I distribute the app. I know it like it's on a website, like download it from a website, but like how do you get that binary on the website? Then how do you make it downloadable? Like, I don't know how to do that yet. So I gotta figure that out. How to build the app. So like last time, right, I would kind of like made a general like feature list and I try to go in one feature and then do that and then do the rest, and then like the code got like so disorganized. Well, I mean, it was only like what 700 lines, so it wasn't crazy disorganized, but I felt like I was just like shooting myself in the foot like every day working on it, and I was just starting to hate it, right? So like why not start over and try to build a better foundation for that? That's why I'm doing this right now. I still want to finish the app, right? I've been wanting to make this shit for like a minute now, but what tech stack should I use? How will I distribute the app? How to build the app? Cross-platform, Mac and Windows, Vim navigation within the app. What features will I need to ensure I solve my problem? Uh, oh, um, global shortcut to hide show window, global shortcut to show window and create new. No. So, to summarize, when I am on my laptop, often various thoughts float around in my head and I don't want to forget them because they're things that I want to think about later, but just not at the very moment. And I want somewhere to store them. So I want like a convenient way, a convenient note app to just pull up, put away at any time, right? That's like the main gist of it. And I also I want to organize the notes in a way. So for example, if if I know that that note is about the thing I'm currently doing, usually the thing that I'm currently doing is something that I have been doing for a while. For example, my job or working on a given project that takes more than multiple days, right? Like, I probably have stuff that I want to think about and questions I have about that and the answers to that just somewhere in like an organized fashion. So I just want to organize the information either in these boxes, which are like, okay, work, school, like not even school, it's like school project one, school project two, random thoughts, right? I kind of want to have that type of thing. And I also want to have like notes within notes. That's another important part. So for example, say I am in the box that is this project, right? And I am in like this is one of the notes and I have this, right? Like imagine that I could just click on this kind of like Obsidian and then it goes to that specific note, right? I feel stupid because I'm like getting deja vu like saying this like whenever I started this like series, right? But whatever. Um like I want it to be like that. But the difference between what I'm trying to build and Obsidian is that this note, say this is like, okay, like it's like that. Nope. Right? So this note, this subnote, imagine I made another note, right? And then there are two different notes with the potential to lead to the same note, right? Like that's what Obsidian is all about, like linking your knowledge together across many different things, right? But that's not what I want. What I want is I want it to be more organized. Like I want this to stem from this kind of like a tree, right? Because I think that will be helpful to me specifically. And I'm building this for myself first, right? Well, no, but you know, like when you think of like user stories and stuff, like I am the user first, unless like people in the comments want stuff, but I don't think people are gonna want stuff. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but yeah. So what features will I need? Or no, let me requirements. Uh, I want a lot of people to be able to use this, because what if people like what I make? They should be able to use it, right? Um, the global shortcut, like if you guys use the ChatGPT app, like where the fuck? It's not, well, like there's a command and then the little thing pops up, right? Like I really like that feature, and I wish like like every app had that, like, oh, I need this, pull that shit up. Oh, I don't need it, put that away, right? And I like how it's like small and like contained in its like little thing. And I would want to not extend, but have that functionality within this, right? And I like Vim a lot, like navigation. I'm not like amazing at it, but I know enough, I think. And mouse support too. I want to add mouse support. What features will I need to ensure that I solve my problems? What tech stack should I use? How do I build the app? How do I distribute the app? And I also want to change like the nature of these videos. Like if it's like, okay, today I kind of like went through and like wrote everything down. And usually in the videos prior, I would like write the code out in the video, but I kind of want to change that, because like at a certain point, like I just got so stressed out coding on video, and I felt so much less productive coding on video than off video. So it's like, why continue to do something that I know I will not I know I will be less productive at, right? Unless it's like, okay, like this is a project I'm doing, and I could be programming other things as well. But for this project specifically, I kind of want to start doing it offline more, and in the videos, if I'm gonna make a video every day, right? In that video, I would just want to talk about like, oh, what I did for the project that day. Yeah, I might code. Like I started this code path course, and the first lecture is Tuesday, and I know every week there's like an assessment or something, right? So like lead code or like interview shit, like I'll probably make a video while I'm doing it, cause what do you call it? Like that's something I want to get better at doing under pressure, right? Because interviews are high pressure, stressful situations. But why stress myself out when I shouldn't, right? So I'd rather, if if the video has or needs stuff on what I did for this project in that day, I would rather just explain it all in the video. But this video, I made it longer because I also want to say sorry for being a bum and skipping like 5 days, 6 days. No more of that. All right, well, thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.